let me get all set up over here. And then if I need to change things over here, I will. So I'm going to get YouTube up and going, and then I'll get Facebook up and going. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's see. All right. Are we good? Are we good? I don't think y'all can see me. Oh, shoot. That's like so far away, though. All right. Welcome. All right, y'all. Okay. Here we go. All right, so we're going to give it a little bit, see if we have some people hopping on. I think I can maybe, I don't know. Maybe I need to bring the table up some. What do y'all think? Is up better? I don't really know. All right, guys, so as you're hopping on, go ahead and say hello. We are back, and we are about to craft. So I need for you guys to tell me in the comments if you can see me, if you can hear me, if you can see my table, if everything here you're able to view, okay? I need y'all to tell me that. I may need to move the camera a little bit more, but I need y'all to tell me what you can see. All right, go ahead and say hello. Say hello. I am trying to get this thing figured out because it just don't want to cooperate with me. But okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Hey, friends, come on in. Come on in. Who is out there? Tell me hey. Tell me hey, and I'm going to get Facebook up and going. Up and going. Happy Sunday to you all. Why is this doing this? All right, let me go here. We're going to give it just a little bit of time, guys. All right, there we go. If you're out there, go ahead and say, hey, we're just getting set up, y'all. Getting set up. Let me move this out a little bit. Goodness gracious. Definitely interesting when you have several devices, okay? When you have several devices, it is a little bit more difficult, but we'll make it work. We will make it work. Hey, friends. Hey, hey. All right, guys, so we are going to go ahead and get started. This video will be saved. And so if you are, y'all, this is the Hot Mess Express I was talking about earlier. If you are unable to catch the live, that is totally fine. Just tell me, hey, replay in the comments so I'll know that you're out there. So we are going to be painting this super cute shiplap bunny. We showed this earlier in the video, and you guys were like, paint it. Let's do it, right? So we're going to do this, and I'm going to just kind of show you guys some of the things that I have when I am painting, okay? So I kind of have my tools and things that I like to use. However you use, whatever works for you. But I'm going to show you some of the things that I just use on a regular to make it easier for me when I'm painting. I'm going to have to figure out this Facebook thing. Why is it so, like, close? Does anybody know? I don't know. And if I flip it, then you guys aren't going to be able to see me. What is happening? So I think what I'm going to do, Facebook, I'm going to have to... Hey, girl. Hey, Kayla. No, I am only live on not TikTok. Facebook and YouTube. So that is why you don't see me. But long time no see. What is up, girl? So we are crafting tonight. That's what we're doing. All right, friends. This is what we're going to do. Shiplap bunny. If you did not catch the live, like if you're not on the live, that's okay. You can catch the replay. But I'm going to show you guys how I kind of do things. I'm doing good, girl. Doing great, actually. Doing great. Doing great. So, okay, couple of things that I like. So I do have like a silicone mat here because I'm a messy painter and I get paint everywhere. So I like to paint on a silicone mat. I actually have another one too I wanted to show you guys. You don't have to have two. That's just how I have it set up right now. And then I also have just like some brown craft paper under here. Now, for my wood cutouts, this particular wood cutout is already in my shop, so you can purchase that in the shop. So what I do with all of my small pieces, I put them on tape, blue painter's tape. So I go to Dollar Tree and just buy several rolls at a time so I can always have it. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, but it's just the blue painter's tape. That makes it easier when you are painting these small words and letters and little things. That makes it easier to keep up with them so you don't have to like go chasing them down or whatever. So these are the small elements. Now, this does come with this little round piece, but I'm going to show you guys why we have this round piece. Okay, so we have that. We also have our glue. I like to use stick. What in the world is happening right now, y'all? I like to use stick fast glue. This is my favorite glue to use for my wooden pieces. Now you can use any type of super glue that you like, but this one I like. It definitely does stick fast, and so I purchased this on Amazon. I think I have it linked in my Amazon shop. If not, I'll link it after the live. Another thing that I like to use, makeup sponges. So these makeup wedges I get on Amazon, and I think I have these linked as well. Anything that I don't have linked, I'll go back and link. So you have to be very careful with the type of makeup sponge that you're using. This is just like I'll show you guys. These I absolutely love, and I typically buy them in bulk. Like they come in a package of several bags, so I always get those. Like, love them. All right, so I use these, and this is basically what I dab my paint on with, right? So that's that. Baby wipes, you'll see why. But I get these just from Dollar Tree most of the times. However, if I'm like in Sam's or Costco and I can get a big box of them, I will, because I use them that much. If you do not have a heat gun, you need to run and get one now on Amazon. I have several, but this one is probably my favorite heat gun to use. So this is one that I can definitely recommend. It's the Chandler Tool heat gun. So you'll see why in just a minute. Y'all, I'm clumsy tonight. What is happening? And then I also keep just a piece of sandpaper. I think I got this from Dollar Tree. Also, spray bottle, water. All right, so we're about to get started. Typically, when we start these videos, what I would already have done is at least the bigger pieces painted. That'll save some time. However, I wanted to just kind of start from beginning tonight because I don't really know what colors I'm going to use. I don't know. So I'm going to show y'all this. So listen, okay. I typically love to use chalk paint or flat paint. So if you can't get chalk paint, I will get, flat paint from like Walmart or any brand that has flat paint. Does pretty much the same. I just love the matte finish that chalk paint gives me. If you are close to Hobby Lobby right now, like if you live close to Hobby Lobby, you need to run and see, because I bought probably more than 50 things of paint yesterday because they were on clearance. I got some for 15 cents, some for $1 and something. Great deal. All right, so we are going to get started. I think I want my background to be like a bluish color, light blue color. But I think what I'm going to do first, because I know for certain I want my bunny to be white, I'm going to go ahead and use my white. So I use, for white, typically I use Dixie Belle Fluff. This is one of my favorites. You don't have to use Dixie Belle Fluff, but that's one of my all-time favorite white ones, or white paints to use. So who's out there, y'all? Y'all got to tell me you're out there, because I'm not seeing any comments, and I'm not seeing any of my people that were here earlier that wanted me to come live and paint tonight. Where y'all at? What y'all doing? All right, friends. So I'm not going to hold y'all long. Oh, I just used way too much, because I have not eaten dinner. And anyone that has gone live with me at night, whether it was this or Pearls, you know that I typically go live before I eat dinner, and then I'm starving by the end. So I'm not going to hold y'all because I'm hungry. So what is everybody doing? Is everybody ready for the week ahead? So basically, I just go in, paint this. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I like to distress most of my pieces. I know that distressing is not everybody's deal, and that's okay. We do not have to have the same taste. You can definitely do what you love, but I will probably go ahead and distress most of my pieces. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you in a minute. So, all right, I go ahead and paint because, like, if you see on the sides, I have paint on the sides. Don't worry. I'm going to make sure that that is clean. That is one of the reasons why I have my baby wipes. So don't worry, my friends. All right, so one of the reasons that I love chalk paint, right, is because I can basically do one coat of paint. But I've been stuck for a while. Happy to cut it. Oh, yay! Thank you so much for being here. Welcome, welcome. All right, so one of the reasons I love chalk paint is because it covers in like one foul swoop. So I don't have to like keep, there are times when you may have to do a couple of layers, but for the most part, you don't. So you guys will notice something about me. I constantly wipe as I go. I have to. I don't know. Maybe it's OCD. Could be. Or it could just be that, I don't know. It's just me. All right, so I'm going to wipe this down just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do, okay, I am going to take my baby wipe and all of this excess paint that I got on my edges, I'm going to wipe it off. Easy peasy. And I like to wipe it off before it dries. Just easier for me. Wet paint, you can go ahead and wipe it off, right? So, wiping it off, making a mess, because that's what we do. And I said this earlier, guys, just so you know. This is not perfect land over here whatsoever. I will probably jack something up real quick, and that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. All right, guys, so if you are here, go ahead and we're going to call it sprinkle. We're not going to call it, okay? Go ahead and sprinkle our video out to some of your friends. Let's get some folks on the live because I will be doing a giveaway soon. Just saying. You're going to want to be here for that. You're going to want your friends to be here for that. Okay? All right, so we're just wiping this down. And again, typically with our lives, I'll go ahead and have like our bigger pieces done. And guys, I'm not concerned about the back of this having paint because it's going to be on the backer anyway. So you're not going to see it. Now this is going to be a little bit harder to get into these pieces, and that's okay. I'm not going to be able to get all the way down on that, and that's okay. All right, y'all, I'm going to tell you, I'm probably going to clear my throat 1,050,000 times because Sinus and allergies are not fun. Yes, love. Mine has the extra stuff, all the extra stuff.
The crab and stuff.
The crab and the sausage. Yes.
He has a pound of shrimp, right?
Ma'am? Yes, he does.
All right, because he keeps on asking.
Yes, he does. Okay, so I'm going to just go back over some of these, and it really doesn't matter because I'm going to distress it. Anyway, this is basically dry. That's the only thing about chalk, or that's the thing about chalk paint too, is that it dries like super fast. And I love it. I love it. So I'm going to just hit this with my heat gun really quickly. And then I'm going to set it to the side because we're going to have some time while I'm painting all the other things. So, you know, Canada, and I have a YouTube channel. Awesome. Good job. I'm happy for you. Love it. I don't know why I just said that. Just so y'all know, I teach my kids every day, and I feel like I say good job all day long. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be like, good job. Oh my Lord. That sounds so crazy. So hopefully that did not come off the wrong way. But I feel like all day long I'm telling my kids, good job. And it's just part of me. Do y'all ever notice that things that you say like all day long, you just kind of say it without knowing that you said it? Goodness, I'm so sorry. But no, that is awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, this is Deco Art, and it's the Chalky Finish Chalk Acrylic. Yeah, that's what it is. Vintage Retro, I think. So anyway, this is what I'm going to use on the backer. All right. So I'm going to tell you guys with paint, typically I like to pour a little bit of my paint out. And if I have to add more to it, I will. That's probably going to be way more than what I need, but that's okay. Because if you, and a lot of different chalk paints and different stuff like that, if you put the brush in the container over and over again, it can grow like bacteria, and then you could have like mold and all that stuff. So I try to put it on a paper plate. Oh, and these paper plates, y'all, I get these from Dollar Tree. Okay. All right, so we are going to, now what I'm going to do, because this is a thick paint and I kind of want to go for a thinner blue. I don't want it so like thick. I just took my spray, my water bottle. This is why I try to keep this close. And I just spritzed it with some water. And what I'm going to do is just kind of mix it around to thin it out a little bit. That honestly is also a good way to save on your paint, because a lot of chalk paints are very thick, right? So, ooh, I like, look at that. That's pretty. So if you're on YouTube, can you see me okay? Can you see the surface okay? Like, is it okay? I'm going to have to do something better about like it being closer. Maybe I'll have to do like StreamYard or something. But this is our first time. We're learning. We are learning. All right, guys. So we're just going to keep it going. And like I said, what I love about these videos is that if you are not on the live, that is okay. You can catch the replay. It will save the video. And you can watch it at your leisure. Okay? However, if you're live with me, it is fun to be able to talk to you guys. All right, so we are going to go ahead and just finish this up. All right, just go with it. The brushes that I'm using, I get these on Amazon. I literally buy them in bulk. They come 2 in a pack, and I will hold that pack up in just a minute. I believe I have those in my Amazon shop as well. These are my favorite brushes, and I literally buy several packages at a time. Literally, y'all. Literally. So my computer screen keeps like blinking or something. I don't know what's going on. But if you see me look into the side, it's because I have my YouTube up. And I'm wondering if my Facebook, I had some people on my Facebook. Can someone comment on my Facebook and let me know? I'm not even sure if I can see comments on my phone. I might have to pull up Facebook as well. All right, so I'm only going to give this one coat because I'm going to distress this. I'm not going to make this like super thick. Now, if you choose to have yours like a super opaque background, then definitely go for it. But we're going to distress this anyway, so I'm not going to go really thick on this. All right, get out the heat gun. There we go. All right, friends, who do we have out there? Y'all chat with me. And I tried not to get so much on the sides. Did pretty good. Whatever we have on the side, I'll just go back and fix it. The other thing about chalk paint that you really want to be careful with, guys, is chalk paint, you literally have to let each coat dry, okay? You want it to dry because if you go back and you continue to paint over it, you're going to start like pulling up the paint, and you really don't want that. So try to let it dry as much as possible in between coats, and you should be good to go. Now, like I said, I like to use chalk paint for the most part. However, you can 100% use any type of paint. You don't have to use chalk paint. All right? All right, so let me wipe this down. Wipe it down. And get all of my little imperfections off on the side. Now, another way to paint, and maybe I'll show you guys that in a minute, you can actually paint with your baby wipe. So if you want kind of a stained look, you can definitely just use a baby wipe to paint. You absolutely can do that, okay? That is not a good idea, girl. Now, what you just did that for, but I like to talk to myself too when I'm crafting, friends. All right, so we have our backer painted. We have our bunny painted. Now we are going to be painting the little strips that connect, or that the bunny will sit on top of the backer. Another reason why I like to go ahead and get this up is because I don't want it to be so hard to get up. All right, so look at this. So this is where we are so far, y'all. Is that not so cute? Is that not cute? Like, look at this white on this blue. Okay, first off, amazing. Okay. I'm just saying, if I must say so myself. Is anyone else into the blue color right now for like spring? I feel like this blue color is good for spring every year. Every year. I feel like it is. So tell me, do you guys like the blue color? All right, so I'm going to put my water on here again. Spray, spray, spray. If you guys can't see that, I'm sorry. So basically all I'm doing is putting down my paint and then spritzing it with water to kind of thin it out. To thin it out a little bit. All right, there we go. So we're going to paint these. And like I said, you'll kind of see, if you saw the picture, you'll see what these are for. They're basically the backers for, for the bunny, I guess is what it's for. All right. Who is out there, y'all? I like to chat, so y'all have got to tell me if you're out there. I'm good with talking to myself. I do that quite often. I don't answer, but, you know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe these down before I dry them, just to make it easier. Make it easier. messed that up a little bit. There we go. Now, when you're spraying water on your paint, you really don't have to do. I probably put a little bit more than I wanted to, or than I needed to. You don't have to put that much. Okay. All right, so I have those wiped down. Another way to clean off your edges as well is to use sandpaper. And I will show you guys that in just a minute. Alright, so I'm just going to dry these a little bit because, again, I'm not ready to use them and I have other stuff to paint. So I'm not going to worry about those too much. So now we're going to take our elements, okay? So these are going to have several different colors. I'm going to go ahead, this is actually the fold over part on the bunny's ear. I'm going to go ahead and paint that in white. Actually, no. I don't want... Hey, Miss Tina! What's up, girlfriend? I'm going to use my makeup sponge to paint my elements, y'all. I see a lot of people that use just paintbrushes. I prefer my makeup sponge. And you can see, like, it's so much easier to control your paint when you do it that way. But whatever floats your boat. This is just what floats mine. This is what floats mine. Okay? Just saying. All right, so what else? So as you can see, you guys can see how we painted that. That's what the makeup sponge effect does. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and paint. I have quite a bit that I need to paint in black. So let's go ahead and paint that. All right, let me tell y'all about this black paint. Now, you can go and buy expensive paint. You definitely absolutely can. And some of my paint is expensive. It is. But y'all, my favorite black paint is chalkboard craft paint from Dollar General. I don't know why, but it is. And I like it. And I'm sticking with it. So, all right. That is what we're going to be painting our eyes with and our little button things that are going to sit on these. They're going to sit on these. Okay? All right. So, dab that. And when I dab this, I'm like, you can see I'm offloading a lot of it because I don't want a ton of paint. All right, so, and I would rather have not enough paint than go in heavy-handed with this at first. So that is what we're doing. All right, so I'm gonna get those painted black. All right. And I'm not going to do a second coat on those only because I kind of like to see my wood grain in my pieces. So if you want to paint those a little bit darker, go for it. I prefer to be able to see the wood grain. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and paint my nose. The nose is going to be pink. And I don't know if I brought enough paper plates. I don't think I did. All right, who do we have on YouTube, guys? Chat with me. So here's the deal. For our giveaways, I have to see you chat because that is the only way that I will know that you're here. Okay, that could really be a good nail color right there. Look at that. Can y'all see that? I'm just saying. Let's do it. Why not? Black with pink tips. I think that would be cute. Anyway, all right, so I'm just going to put a little bit, and I know y'all probably can't see this in the camera. But basically what I did was just put a little bit of pink over there. So when I'm doing smaller pieces, sometimes what I do is I cut my makeup sponge in half. You don't have to use, what is right here, y'all? What is going on? Do I have paint on my nose? All right, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and dab my pink on to my little bunny. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yes, that's what we're gonna do. So the next thing we're gonna do is our Every Bunny Welcome, the back for that. Okay. So let me get all of this situated, y'all. I tend to have stuff everywhere when I'm painting, just so y'all know that. Let me get another plate. I thought I had enough, but I think I'm gonna need another one. Because I don't want to start like mixing the paint together and have that issue, okay? Now, I'm gonna tell you guys, or I'm gonna show you the method to my madness on this. So again, I said earlier that I would be distressing some of my pieces. Now, you don't have to distress yours. You don't, it is totally up to you, but I am going to be distressing some of my pieces, okay? So what I'm gonna do, and I try to leave so typically I use my antique wax, my Waverly antique wax. You can get this from Walmart. I think it's still sold at Walmart. I know some people were having an issue with finding this. Or I'm going to use my Dixie Belle Voodoo Stain and Tobacco Road. Okay? Those are the ones that I typically use when I want like a darker color. Now, what I typically like to do is I typically like to save my stain, what I'm going to use my stain for, until closer to the end. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and paint the carrot, paint the stem or the leaf of the carrot. I'm going to paint the Every Bunny Welcome, and then we're going to wait until the end to do our stain, because I am actually going to be using the same brush that I use for the stain to dry brush or to distress. So you'll see it in just a minute. But I actually have two different orange colors because I really didn't know which one I wanted. And then I have two different greens on purpose. So let me go ahead and mix. I'm going to mix my orange, or I may not have to. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do it. So this is just acrylic paint, y'all. It's nothing fancy, from Hobby Lobby. And I think I got this one from Hobby Lobby as well. So like I said, you don't have to spend an arm and a leg on paint unless you want to. It's totally up to you. I see people that use, different paints that require different things. I personally don't like to. So, but it's totally up to you on what you use, okay? All right, let me get this out of the frame. Sorry, guys, if I'm like all over the place. But, okay, so I'm basically just taking this and offloading a lot of it, right? So I'm just going to go and start dabbing. Okay. Dab, dab, dab. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is dry that, because I'm going to go back with a second coat. Okay, second coat on that. And I do think that's the color I want. However, I'm going to kind of lighten it up some. Not really lighten it up, but kind of have an ombre effect. How about that? All right, so that is dry. So I'm going to go back with, I think I just clicked off of my live, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know what I did over there. All right, so we're going to go back and just take the rest of that we have, because it pretty much covered it well. And we are going to, and for the sake of this video, I'm probably, or for time in this video, I won't clean up the edges here. Well, yes I will, because it's going to bug me if I don't. So let me stop that. Anyway, so if you notice, I kind of went up a little bit on the stem. because I'm going to kind of mix the green in so it doesn't look like one just straight line. So, yeah. And if you're wondering, I have YouTube over here, I have Facebook here, and I have my live over here, my YouTube live over here. All right, so I want to kind of create a little bit of an ombre effect. Hey, Donna, how are you? Welcome, welcome from Oklahoma. So I am going to only use a tad bit of this because this is a really bright orange and I don't want super bright. But what I'm doing is I put it on the same, like right there with the dark one. And basically what I'm going to do is mix it in. I'm going to kind of mix it in with what's left. And what I'm going to do is just kind of go in around the edges a little bit and blend that lighter color. All right. So I'm trying to see. Here we go. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of lightly keep it going in the inside so it doesn't look like there's a harsh line. So can you guys see kind of the lighter look? You can absolutely go even lighter, right? I'm not going to go lighter. But you can definitely go lighter if you choose to. All right, so that, and I'm not drying this to dry it completely. I'm basically just hitting it just a little bit to dry it to where when I go back, it's not like super wet, right? All right, so for the stem on the actual carrot, I'm going to be doing just this true green, and this is apple barrel. I think I got this from Walmart, y'all. True green. You can use whatever green you have, y'all. You don't have to use the exact same colors I'm using. This is just what I have on hand. And so, yes, we use makeup sponges a lot. However, I don't think I have my scissors. Oh, over here. Typically, what I end up doing at the end of my projects is I cut whatever is not used and I just keep reusing it until it's like nothing. All right, so let's get this green going. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And you'll kind of see what I'm doing. I will show you guys what I'm doing to kind of mix it in to where it's not super harsh, like one big harsh line. All right, so can you see how I kind of went off to the side a little bit with that? And then once I'm done there, I'm actually going to go back with my orange. I still have orange on here. I'm just going to go in and just keep blending until I feel like it's blended well. All right, so I'm going to leave that, let it dry a little bit, and if I need to blend some more, I will. Well, I'm still ending. All right, went up a little bit more than I wanted to. There we go. All right, so for the lighter piece that goes on top of the stem of the carrot, I'm going to be using this sage because I really want it to be a little bit different. This is Home Decor Chalk Paint. I think I got this one from either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. All right, guys, if you will please share the, oh, I put way too much. Share the video or sprinkle the video because I don't think we're supposed to say share. Sprinkle the video with your friends and crafty friends that you know. Tell them to come and hang out with us. This is our first like actual live. So where did you get your wooden pieces? Miss Donna, I actually sell them on my website. So we are doing, and we painted this already. This bunny that's going to come together. If you'll look at my community tab, you'll be able to see the actual thing put together, just not painted. But I have this on my website right now, and you can actually go to purchase it. I actually cut my wooden pieces, and I will ship these to you. So if you're interested in purchasing that, definitely head over to my site. I will be adding more spring stuff this week, hopefully in the next couple of days. So there will be a lot more. So yes, make sure you head over there and get you some goodies, okay? Make sure you head over there. I also have several scrapbooking items as well on my website. So take a look, check it out, and get you some goodies. So I think this might be a little more blue than green. However, I think I kind of like it. Here, let me see. Ooh, that's cute. I'm going to do something to make it look a little darker than the blue it is. So I'm not really worried about it being, well, it's sage green. So yeah, I think that's going to be cute. I like it. I like it, y'all. I like it. See, that's the thing about making your own stuff. You don't like it, paint over it, right? You can paint over it. You can make it look different. You don't have to be married to the first thing that you do. Okay? If you put it on there and it's like, yeah, not me, definitely change it. Make it look exactly like you want it to look. All right, so we've got all of this painted. The only things left is the back of the every bunny welcome and then the words. So again, I'm going to go ahead and do the words. And I'm going to do this kind of, I don't know if kind of is this like a coffee color? Is it kind of a tannish color? That's what I'm going to do the words in, okay? And for that, I'm basically just going to take what's in the top. I'm not even going to put this on a plate. I'm just going to take what's in the top. And because I know that I'm probably not going to use this again, I'm literally going to cut that off. All right. Cut that off and reuse this because, y'all, use whatever you can more than once. Save on it. So I want the every bunny welcome to literally be as light, like I want it to almost look natural, okay? Because it's going to sit against this darker wax color. So I think this is perfect for what I'm looking for. Perfect. I don't think I'm going to go over it more than once. I'm literally just going to leave it like it is. And guys, I'm going to say this again. I am super informal. I just paint to my heart's content. It probably will never be perfect. I know when I was, some of my videos, some people are like, oh, I don't like your way of distressing. Guys, I didn't go to school for distressing. And I may not be the best at distressing. I just learn as I go. So just know that nothing has to be perfect. These are handmade pieces and you do you do what makes you happy, and just go with it. Sometimes I paint and I do what I do to relax. And so if it's something that's super complicated, I don't want it. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, so this is my Waverly Wax in Antique Color. Okay, this is what I have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and just go from the top, okay? So I'm also going to show you guys what I do to thin mine out. I don't want to use a brush. Let me not use that because I may need to go over that again. I won't use this again, so let me just use this. And as you can see, I'm still cutting this one sponge down and it works, right? Okay, you okay? Sorry, y'all. I'm also a mom, and so I have kids. And if they come to the door, I have to make sure they're good. What is it, babe? I'm good. Thank you. All right, so what I'm doing with this, instead of dabbing this on, I am actually going to just swipe this on. All right? All right, now that's a little bit darker than I want, so let me show you what I do. I take my baby wipe, okay, this is my baby wipe, and I'm gonna wipe the excess off. All right? I wipe as much excess off as I possibly can. All right, now let me look at how this looks, because this might be a little lighter. Or a little, nope, that look, I like it. I like it. So what I'm gonna do to lighten this up, just so I can make sure that I'm going to barely get white on my makeup sponge. Ooh, I kind of like that. Kind of looks like bunny tracks. Let me get a little bit more on there, y'all, because I kind of like that look. See, I just start and then I just go for it. Sometimes we think that we're making mistakes and it actually turns out to be something you like. I like it a lot. I'm going to show y'all what I did. So I'm just dabbing my brush back into my white. Ooh. And it's giving it kind of a, I don't know. It's giving it a little bit of life for me. There we go. I like it, y'all. Alright. So you see what I did? Here, hang on. I basically took that white and just kind of went in and made like a speckled effect. I don't know if that makes sense. But here's what I'm going to do with the excess antique wax, okay? Still just the excess. I have not added any more, taken it away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go around my bunny and distress it. Give it a vintage look. Can y'all see that? I don't know if you can see it, but I want it barely there. Like, I don't want so much on there that it like makes a huge, you know, I just don't want that. All right, so I'm gonna go in a little bit on the inside. And that's what we're gonna do. Does anybody else out there craft? Like, what do you do? Are you an avid crafter, or do you guys do it for fun? Do you make everything in your house? Do you do it to relax? What do you guys craft for? Like, what's your why? All right. So go in here a little bit more. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go a little bit heavier on. So what I'm going to do here is this. Y'all are not chatting with me tonight. All right. I'm going to give this more of a smoky effect and come in a little bit more on this. All right. I'm going to show you guys when. All right. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys. So as you can see on this, I kind of made it kind of a vignette. I don't know if you guys can even see it, but it is not supposed to be perfect at all, y'all. It's not supposed to be perfect, okay? Sell some memories and so I guess. Oh, cool. Yes, mine too. I had actually stopped crafting for a while, Miss Donna, and I couldn't. I was like, I had to get back to what made me happy. And I enjoy it so much. I enjoy it. Literally. So I'm going to bring the smoky look in a little bit more on the bunny. Just because I really like it. Alright. So, y'all, let me turn my fan on. I'm hot. Typically, I turn it on, but I didn't. Alright, so I am going to be, I actually got, these are some of my favorite distressing brushes. I don't think these are available anymore though on Amazon. I love them, love them. So now what I'm going to do, number one, I'm going to sit this to the side. And I am going to take my top, right? And I'm going to basically, can you guys see what I'm doing? Okay. I'm going to basically just kind of offload this as much as possible. And I'm going to go over my bunny super light, y'all. I'm talking like barely there. Okay? There we go. Literally just to add some streaks of color in it. And then I'm going to do the same for my blue connector pieces. Yes, I love that. Alright, so now we're going to work on this until late in life after I quit teaching. Gotcha. So it kind of fills your time now. I think it's amazing that you're able to make an income with it. Like, that is super amazing. Alright, so with this one, because it's a bigger piece, y'all, I'm just going to go around the edges. And because I want this to look more like a brushed dry brush, right? I'm just going to go slowly. I am not a fast dry brush person. I told y'all I'm going to go to school for it. But we're going to blend it in and make it look kind of like it's supposed to be there. Alright. I am loving it so far, y'all. And don't forget, you can purchase these on my website. Yes, awesome. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go over this. And this one, I'm not too concerned about it having a little bit more because I want it to have a little bit more. Alright. And again, I'm still working with the basically dry brush. I do not have much on it. I do not want much on it. But there's still plenty for me to be able to offload onto my board. So look at this, y'all. Can y'all see that? Hopefully you can kind of see the streaks in it and around the sides. Alright, I think that we're basically ready to put this bad boy together. Y'all, this is not taking us long. And I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can too. You've already got it started with the pieces that I have online. You just need to go and purchase those. And they're not very expensive, y'all. I promise. I want to say that this whole bunny kit is like $14.50. I think that's it. So you can make your own stuff for a good price. Good price, y'all. Hey, Nurse Sally. How's it going? Yes, we are back with what makes our heart happy and what we have been doing for so long. And that's crafting. All right, so I'm going to blend that in just a little bit more. Here we go. Blend, blend. So basically what I'm doing is just going around these edges and blending that in. I kind of like it. There we go. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to get a little bit of my pink, right? And I'm going to just kind of go in the bunny's ear. I'm going to do that at the end. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do that at the end. All right, so now we're basically going to take all of our pieces off. And I want to give some of our pieces kind of a distressed look. Oh, see how we're kind of giving that a little bit of distressing, y'all. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. Still working with this dry brush. At this point, there's really no, I don't need to put anything on it. Hey, Chewy! What is up? Girl, we are here. We're here. We are crafting. So for those who met me through It's Pearl Time, this is actually what I've done for many, many years. This is actually what my business is, and that's crafting. Yes. So I actually have a shop where I sell wood pieces, scrapbooking paper, all the things you need to craft. I have all those things available on my site. Took a break from it, started shucking oysters, and felt a lot of conviction when I did that because I knew that it was something that I should have never let this go, is what I'm trying to say. Not that shucking was something that I shouldn't have done. It's just, this is what I feel like God has given me, and it's where I'm supposed to be. All right, so I know with this little pink bunny nose, I definitely want some distressing on it, okay? So I'm basically, y'all, can you believe that I'm basically distressing this with a dry brush? Stop wearing pearls because wait a minute. I gotta see the whole, I hate when I can't see the whole comment. Hold up, girl, my arm is short. I totally understand. I totally get it. You know, I feel like there's a time for everything. And, there are times when you got to step back and, girl, I feel like this. If that is your business, and this is kind of how I felt about mine, I was just like, this is my business that I built from the ground up. I can't just give it up, right? And so that's kind of where I was with that. So I completely understand what you're saying with that. All right, so we are ready, y'all, to put this thing together. Can you believe it? The top braid, yes, absolutely. All right, so basically what we're going to do, I'm going to lay this out because I have to lay it out to make sure that it looks right. So again, remember we have this circle piece that comes with it. And what that circle piece is going to do is it's basically just going to lift the bunny in the middle. So it doesn't even have to be painted. It's there for that reason. All right, so I need to make sure everything is centered, that everything looks good. Hold the fort. The little bunny ear is going to go there because it's supposed to be folded over. We'll fold it ear there. All right, so then carrot's going to go there. That's going to go there. I wish I could show y'all this before I like put it down because I'm in love with this thing right now. Like in love with it, y'all. We're going to get the eyes on. Oh my word. So pretty. And the cool thing about this is that you can basically make this whatever color you want. You do not have to go with the color scheme that I went with. Again, this is just inspiration. You do you. You make this to match your decor pieces. Or you can make this like super colorful and whatever you want to do. All right, so I'm going to try to like hold this up so y'all can see it just a little bit. All right, so this is what it's going to look like glued down. So this is Facebook and then YouTube. Can y'all see that? Look at how amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and get it glued down. So what I'm going to do is the pieces that I know go on top of something, I'm going to go ahead and glue those down together. Now, with super glue, friends, and this stuff, right, this wood stuff, you do not need a ton, okay? You don't need a million beads of anything. And you really don't want it because you don't want it to create like a bubble type deal, and you really don't want it to squeeze out of the sides. Oh, thank you! Thank you. I think it's going to be super cute too. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue down. And again, I'm not putting a ton. I'm literally just dabbing a little. On here. And with most of my items, guys, I will have it like the trace lines on. Sorry, y'all. Allergies and sinuses, so I know I keep clearing my throat. I have seasonal asthma, and so I tried to do my inhaler before I came in here, but it's just part of it. All right. So most of my pieces will have the like, you know, the trace lines on it so that you can see exactly where everything goes. This one in particular will not, just because the file was not like that. So, you know, you can basically kind of see where it goes without those trace lines. So that is on there. And again, I'm using stick fast adhesive, instant adhesive. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue on the eyes and the nose. All right. Glue those on. Hopefully my eyes don't look crooked. Let's hope not, y'all. Bring that over just a little bit and up. Now, I say that this is stick fast and it sticks quick. It does, but you still have a few seconds to kind of move it around if you need to. Alrighty. Then we're going to glue that nose down. And then I'm going to glue the ear down. Whoa. Glad it didn't like turn over on the glue side, y'all. Here, let me move this so that I can actually see it. There we go. Want to make sure it's lined up correctly. All right. Y'all, I'm getting so excited about this thing. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that I'm this excited. All right. Let's put this here. And I do need to go ahead and put this back on to make sure that I'm spacing it correctly. All right. So who out there, if y'all are still out there, who is going to get this bunny? Y'all got to snag this bunny. It is so adorable, okay? So adorable, friends. I'm in love with it. And you can actually make this a wall hanger by just adding some twine to the back of it and kind of creating a loop, right? And you can hang it on your wall. I'm just saying, you can do it. All right, so let me go ahead and glue these down where I want them. And like I said, it's really easy to find where you want your pieces. So don't worry, there's not trace lines on this. Then we're going to do this one. So I'm really glad, y'all, that we went with the blue. I was a little bit worried about the blue, just because, you know, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I use a lot of white, like a lot of white. So whenever I'm thinking about colors, I'm always like, oh, is this going to look right? Is this going to be right? So I'm super glad that we went with the blue, though. I think it just gives it a pop, like a pop of color. All right, so with the bunny, what I am going to do, so as you can see, because the bunny is not going to lay flush, right? You can see that gap. I am going to be gluing the bunny under here, up by the ear, and then on this circle. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and put glue on this. I'm not going to slide it under there. I'm basically just going to eyeball where I think it should go. Not sure if that's a great thing to do, but that's what we're doing, okay? And that's perfect. Kind of want it in between the head and the neck part, so. All right, so I'm going to kind of hate going in blind, but I think I got it. Let me tell y'all something. So for those who don't know, I have chickens, right? We are new chicken owners, and me pecking on this literally sounds like how they sound sometimes pecking. They are hilarious, y'all. So we have rescue chickens. We actually rescued these chickens. They're ex-battery chickens. And what that just means is that they were, before we got them, they were actually in a hen house. Sorry, hang on. Let me make sure I got this down right. Yep. So they were in a hen house, and so they had never seen like grass or any of those things. And so we have literally had to teach them how to be normal chickens. So everything they find, they just peck on it. And that just made me think of my chickens. I don't know why. But, okay, so it is there. Stuck like Chuck. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Now, you may be able to also use like a tacky glue. I just personally prefer super glue. I've never tried tacky glue. I know that some people use wood glue. I've never used wood glue on my pieces, but you can probably use that too. I have just found this one and it works wonderful for me. So that's just kind of what I stick with. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and glue the carrot. And what I'm also going to do, I have some twine that, Lord, I think my dog unraveled it. Yeah. And I'm going to make a bow. So when I make just a simple bow with twine, I basically just wrap it around my fingers and then I squeeze it in just a little bit and it's going to go right there. So then what I'm going to do is just take this and we are going to wrap this around and tie it. All right, are y'all sticking with me so far? Are y'all sticking with me? So I don't want to wrap it again because I don't want to make it too thick. But when we glue it, it'll be fine. Now, if you have raffia, is it raffia? Raffia, yeah. I don't use raffia a whole lot, but if you have that, you can totally use that as well. This is just what I had on hand, and I thought it would be cute. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and, I should have gotten my hot glue for this, but I'm just gonna have to stick this in place and hope that it stays. I'm just gonna hope for the best, y'all. I knew I needed my hot glue for at least one thing, and I just forgot it. So I'm gonna sit it there and see if that'll stick. If not, I'll go back with my hot glue gun and I'll fix it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get our carrot glued down. I think that is it for all that we have to glue. Look at how fun. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and make sure you close this just so, and that's with any super glue because you don't want it to dry. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my pink and I am going to, well, first off, I'm gonna pick this up because it's all over the floor. I don't know if that's gonna stick well. I'm probably gonna end up getting my hot glue. Just because. Alright, so let me get a little, like just a little bit of my pink. Like a tiny bit of my pink. And I am going to just use another brush, distressing brush. And I'm literally offloading the majority of this, okay? Now I'm going to go up a little bit where the ears are. And I can see now I don't have enough. So I'm going to go in and get a little bit more. Ooh, so pretty. It is so pretty. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to put it on the flap. The floppy ear. It's on there, but it's definitely not secure like I want it, y'all. The bow. Alright, so I think that is it for this one, friends. And I always like to make sure everything is secure. And it is. Friends, look at this. Is this not amazing? Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous, y'all? Is that not so pretty? This is so cute. All right, guys, so that is what I have for tonight. I actually want to do something else. Hold up. I kind of want to add just a little bit. We're just going to add just a little bit. That's beautiful. Thank you. I love, love, love it. Love it. I think we use my bigger markers. Just add a little bit. Oh. So I just have these Posca markers. And sometimes I like to just kind of go in and add a little bit of detail. Now, I am not a detail pro. That is not my lot in life. So I'm gonna let y'all know that now. Just gonna say it right there. We gotta get this to work. Here we go. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do, put a little dot there. Maybe that's all. Because I don't want to put too much. What do y'all think? I don't want to put anything in the eye because I might mess it up. But I think that's good. Here we go. I think we're good there. What do y'all think? I want to put something on the black. There we go. That's good. I feel like the eyes are so thin that if I put something in it, it's gonna look really weird. So that's all I did, y'all. I basically just kind of put some white in there, made some little lines, some little details. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. But that is it for this one, y'all. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay? So, hey, James. How's it going? How are you? All right, guys. That's it for this one. I'm super excited about how this turned out. This is on my website. You can purchase the kit, and of course you can paint all of this on your own. It is inspired by adriendenise.com, so head over and pick up your kit, and then when you paint it, you gotta let me know what you think. You gotta send me some pictures. I want to see it. So if you are on YouTube, make sure that you head over to my Facebook page, All Things Adrienne Denise. That way you can stay up to date with everything over there. And then if you are on Facebook and you're not on my YouTube, go over to my YouTube, All Things Adrienne Denise. And that way you can stay up to date over there. All right, so I love this one, y'all. It is perfect. It turned out perfect. I love it. I love the colors. I love how everything turned out. And so I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is our first Craft With Me Live. I've done tons of YouTube videos, but I've never done like Craft With Me Live videos. So this is exciting, so exciting. And like I said, if you are wanting to use this as a hanger, all you have to do is basically take some jute twine. I would probably take a thicker jute twine. Well, this is what happens when you have a puppy. Anyway, and you can glue this down to the back, kind of make a loop like this, and and then it'll just be a hanger. But like I said, make sure you secure it down really, really well because you don't want it to pop off, right? So that's it. That's what we got. We got a super cute bunny. Every bunny welcome. Thank y'all so much. We will be going live again, most likely tomorrow night, to paint something else. I don't know. We may do our spindle carrot. I'll post a picture of what we're going to be painting tomorrow night. Make sure you share this out. Make sure you invite your crafty friends, and be on the lookout for some more spring stuff in the shop. So yes, friends, I'm excited. So you guys have a great evening. I'm going to go and get something to eat because I have not eaten anything for dinner, and my husband brought me dinner because he knew I was going live. So I'm excited. And I'm just showing you guys how I do my makeup sponges. I do not throw them out until there's like literally barely any sponge to use. Okay? Barely any sponge to use. So we just put them back in the bag and we reuse them. I do the same for like my little boards. When I put tape on them, take it off, you can still use the same board for something else. All right, friends, I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, for chatting with me. And until next time, bye, friends.